Hello everyone, it's me Janice Mae once again after a long absence, and today I have a tutorial on how to cut and measure your triangle strips without having to line your paper, especially when you are working with a dark paper and it's hard to see the markings. So I have already did a previous tutorial about this, but I'm going to be doing it again using this Albertsons flyer. They have a promo on Shop Play and Win Monopoly, and they're very generous with this paper, so I grabbed myself a couple of this. And for international viewers, I'm sure you have something similar. Albertsons is a supermarket that we have here in California. So anyway, this opens up and it's like a long, glossy, nice paper. Perfect for making paper beads and for gift giving to someone who loves to play Monopoly. That would be a really nice memento. Anyway, like I said, the paper is dark. You can hardly see it if you mark it with a pen or a pencil. So what I'm going to be using is the graphing paper. So you see how it has boxes of squares? This is what I'm going to be using to measure my triangle strips. And the other tool that is very helpful is the guillotine cutter. The guillotine cutter, you can buy this at your office supply store, and they are about $100 including tax, I think. That's what I paid for. I've had this for maybe 4 or 5 years. Now, the more you use the guillotine, the blade, it gets sharper, so you don't really have to worry about it getting dull, as opposed to those cutter where you cut like this, and you can cut. It will say on the packaging that you can cut 6 stack of paper, but I wouldn't want to do that. Maybe 2 or 3 stacks. But today we're just, this is actually 4 stacks when folded up. And instead of lining your paper, instead of cutting one long strip, you can cut the four layers and roll that into bead, and it would still come out the same as if you were cutting the one long strip, which is a pain. So anyway, what I'm gonna do is I would just take a glue stick and then just to hold it, not too much, I'm going to just stick this on here to just keep it from moving about. Okay, and I'll do the same on the other side. And then we are good to go. So I'm gonna, the width of my triangle base is going to be 2 squares of these graph paper, which is about 1/2 inch, I think. Just perfect. So now I have them on both sides. So first I will cut like a little triangle, the edge, just the one square, like so. So you see it cut through the 4 layers. So, and then I can start cutting let me see if I can show like this. Okay, so now I can just go and cut without having to mark them. Okay, that's my one strip, I mean my 4 layers, you see, and I can just move it this way and another 2. So you will have a perfectly cut triangle strip, and they will all be uniform. So there you have it. So as you can see, I have the 4 layers of paper. Okay, now these are the graph paper in the back of it. So you can roll the strips like this. So we will roll one together like so, and with a bamboo roller, this is the other thing I want to show you. The neat thing about my bamboo roller, and you can just separate this if you want, would probably be easier to ease the bulkiness of it. The neat thing about my bamboo roller is that you can roll, it's easy to roll many layers of strips of paper at the same time. Okay, so now we have 4, and this is the bamboo roller. For those of you who are not familiar, it comes like this, and this bead in the middle is a throwaway bead, or you can glaze it and make it into one bead, but it's just used to hold your bamboo roller like this. And I've never talked about this before, and I get emails asking me, and I'm sorry. This is just a decoration, the dangles. But you can cut it off. It doesn't come off, but you just pulling it and use it if you want to, if you don't like that dangle there, which can be a distraction sometimes, but I love it. So anyway, you take your 4 together. And I'm not familiar with other rollers, but I don't know if it can roll many layers of paper at the same time. So you see how easy it is. So this is just, the result is just the same as if you have cut the one long strip of paper by layering them together like that. And using the graphing paper method, it's easy to cut. You don't have to measure and mark, and sometimes the pen can have a bad effect on your bead. It will show, is what I'm trying to say. The black markings would show. It can be decorative, but if you don't want that, then this is the way to do it. And you just take your glue. I love this type of glue that comes like this. It has a tip. I actually got that from the 99-cent store. So they were selling 3 for 99 cents. And then just coat it with the glue. Coat it, coat it, coat it. And then you have a bead. There you go. There you have it. And let me show you the other beads that I already made. This is from just layering several. This is from using that Monopoly paper. So this is kind of a saucer bead. You see how this is unglazed, so it comes out really nice. Nice color like that. This is a bigger saucer. But what I love the most are these little ones. They are kind of like my petite bead, except they are a little chunky, and they came out really, really pretty. I love this color so much. and I'm going to glaze them and make them into jewelry. Now this is made by rolling, I think, 2 stacks or 8 strips of paper together, and it would be a neat gift idea for someone who loves to play Monopoly. So there you have it. I hope you have learned something new today. Now go ahead, do your paper beading, do your crafting, and practice, practice, practice. Thank you so much.